Okay, so from a laying down position here, we're gonna work on a little bit of mobility through our back and how we use our core. So when we lay down on our back, I want us to plant our feet into the ground. We're gonna lay down, and to start, we're gonna relax and put our hands over our head. When we put our hands over our head, we can notice that we can take one hand and slide it under our low back, and there's gonna be a little bit of a gap there. So we're going to use that gap as our primary focus of this exercise. So laying on our back here, we're going to try and arch our back by pushing upwards to see how big of a space we can make in that low back. So if you see underneath here, I'm making as big of an arch as I can by pushing my ribs up to the sky or my tummy to the sky while keeping my bum and my shoulders on the ground. So making as big of an arch as I can. I'm going to push my ribs up, and then with my feet, I'm going to push into the ground and try and make as small of a space as I can so I can't fit my hand in. After that, I'm going to repeat. I'm going to arch up to the sky, making as big of an arch as I can, and I'm going to flatten back out, pushing my low back into the ground. So we're going to go back and forth, working around with our spine position here, making as big of a gap as we can, and then as small of a gap as we can. And pushing into our feet is going to help a little bit here. So big gap, and then small gap. And we're just going to go back and forth between that one until we're comfortable making a big cubby with our shoulders and our bum flat, and then flattening everything out so we can't get our hand underneath. Up, and then pushing into our feet back down. We're going to repeat that as many times as we need to until we feel like we have an adequate range of motion.